Hello everyone, welcome to Melissa's Manis and More. I am Melissa. I'm getting ready to sit down here. We're going to do a beautiful mani with these beauties here. This is Harvest Blooms, these three. This is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice from one of the I can't remember the release. We've had so many. And this is Brownie Points, which they brought us back. It was actually a release from last year. Gosh, I can't remember. It was a special one they brought out as a limited edition, and they brought it back for us for good. So it's part of the permanent catalog now. So look at them. Oh my goodness. So let's sit down and let's do our nails. Nothing fancy today because I had a nasty cold. And just gonna sit here and do our nails. I think, yeah, I thought I took out a bigger nail because they were laying side by side. Must be like, oh no, oh no, oh no. So last time that I was doing my nails, I think Tennessee was playing Alabama, and they won, y'all. I can't believe it. They actually, with 2 seconds left, kicked a field goal and beat them by 3 and took the field goal post down and carried it and threw it into the Tennessee River. So, I don't know. My husband said if you would have told them, like, hey, you have to dig this post up and go throw it in the river, they would have said, what? No, we can't do that. That's probably true. But, you know, there you go. So, we're going to start with this. So if I have to stop and take a drink, y'all forgive me, but the crud has descended upon me here in Tennessee. We've already had several frosts. We had snow flurries yesterday, which is very early for us. There I go. Why am I using the acre method? I don't ever use the acre method anymore. I've sworn it off because I always have problems with it. So I think it's just where I'd gotten in the habit of using it. Sniff, sniff, sniff. But yeah, I went to the paint party, had a great time. The last video I posted showed the painting I did. Some of them were really good and did trees and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, my back's tired. After like 3 hours, I was like, I don't want a tree. I'll just do the black cat. And my pumpkin was turned upright where everybody else was turned sideways. I did that before I realized, obviously, I'm not a rule follower. I didn't realize it. Like, I was just like, oh, my pumpkin's not turned right. So, okay, so I love brownie points now. You all have like encouraged me to wear it because I used to would never wear it. I didn't think it looked good on me. So here I go in brownie points, thanks to you guys. So thank you, thank you. If you're new here and you've just happened upon this video, welcome. I don't always sound like a frog. I always sound like a hick from the sticks because I am, but anyway, welcome here. And if you kind of like this laid back vibe, it's always that way. Always. I would love to have you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100. I'm to 90, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm trying to get to 100. I think once I get to 100, I probably will do a live, which is kind of scary, but I'm gonna do it. I did it on Facebook, so I mean, I don't know why it would be any different. So yeah, probably will do a live. I just have to figure out like what I want to do, so y'all could throw out some ideas, like what you would like to see. Maybe that would be a good thing. Is just be like, for my first live, like what would y'all like to see done? Like a themed one, which I don't know how long it'll take to get to 100. You don't ever know. Like sometimes I'll get like a person a day for a couple of days, and then it'll take a while. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, but you do watch my videos, then I would love it if you'll hit the subscribe button. That would be great. Because it's amazing the people that do watch but they aren't subscribed. And I'm looking for my nail file area. You can actually, you don't have to have the notification bell on. You can, because I do that on some of the channels that I watch. That way I could go in and watch them when I want and not have to deal with all the notifications. which I mean, I put up about 2 to 3 videos a week. It's not a tremendous amount of videos. So, but today I was like, I need to do my nails. I still had all my jacks that I did. So this is the beauty from 2019 called Harvest Blooms. And every time I get a set of this, my daughter, oh, this one's very, very wanting to tear. Come on. Okay. Every time I get a set of this, my oldest daughter snags it from me. She and I would give her like every set I had. But every time I get one, she ends up like going somewhere or something. And last year she said, and I don't think she even realizes it's the same set. It's just kind of her jam. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've had it on. I've had this set like 3 or 4 times, and she ends up with it every single time. It is so beautiful. Now I know why she picks it out every time. But yeah, she said, oh, Mom, can I have that set? And I was like, yeah, baby, you can have it. And she's like, that matches a dress I got to wear to a wedding this weekend. And I was like, oh, cool. It's like, send me a picture of your dress. I cannot believe, like, it looked like the print, like this right here. It looked exactly like that. I was like, wow. Like, you couldn't have even, like, couldn't have picked a better set to go with that. So she wore Harvest Blooms with that dress. So, like, well, I can't slide her for making a good choice for her dress. So every set I've had has been on her fingers. So I was like, I better use this one before she sees it again this fall. It gets it again. So now I'll have to try to find another one. Excuse me, let it get a drink. My dogs are not in here, which means they are like probably watching out the window. It's trash day. Oh gosh, trash day, and they're on the lookout for UPS, which UPS is already red. I got my first Yeti cup. For those of y'all know me well, y'all know I have the same cup that I've had for probably like 3 years that I've been looking for a replacement for. And people have bought me tumblers, and I think I'm going to love them. And then, oh, Marie, look. Marie, don't be disappointed. I mean, you should have known it's going to happen. Should call my page name like Melissa the Strip Tearing. Melissa the Strip Terror. I don't know. I might put like a second code on here. That did not stretch at all. Like there was no stretch left in this. Maybe a tiny bit. But anyway, honestly though, guys, if you don't stretch it a little bit, you're going to have wrinkles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. A little stretch will give you no wrinkles. So, oh my gosh, what was I saying? The cold medicine has affected my brain. That's one thing I can say for sure. Oh, yeah, I got my first Yeti, y'all. I haven't even used it yet. UPS is red, and I got like a solid white one, and it has the handle. It has a handle on the side. It's not so if I don't drink, so it's not like so I'm intoxicated, be stumbling around with it or anything. So, it's actually so for my RA, I won't be as hard to hold on to. My cup that I have now, I should show it to y'all because I've had it forever. Like, I mean, I don't even know how many years I've had this cup, and I've carried it around. It's a miracle I've not lost it because I lose things and stuff all the time. But this cup has been through a lot with me. 2 grandbabies, being born, numerous like hair appointments. I take it with me, and I mean, I just like it's been through. It's like a good old friend, you know. And let's see if I can get it over here. It's just a black tumbler, guys. Like, it's like a good old black tumbler. It's got a Harry Potter glasses on it, and it's like a friend. And it's gonna be hard to like put it up in the cabinet, but I think I'm gonna like the Yeti. It's smaller. It's called, what's it called? Is it called a Traveler or something like that? I don't know. I'm not a big like I have to have a Yeti stuff. So my husband was the one that got over there last night looking around. He's the one that's like, this is the one you need. I'm like, well, whatever. Just order me whatever you think I need. As long as it'll keep my drink cold and I could carry it without it breaking my arm. But the dang thing's heavy. Oh my gosh. It's heavy with nothing in it. That's what I was kind of surprised about. Oh, wow. This is that pumpkin spice and everything nice. Okay, so far it is pumpkin spice and everything nice. So it's not a full-on chunky glitter, but you're still gonna need to be really careful when you take it off the ends out here, guys, to be sure you don't pull a chunk out on the end, because there are some. I've got a chunky one right there on the end. So if you file, be careful. Just be careful. Word of warning. Because like there, you see that one? It's going to be right on the end. I'm going to have to be really careful. I will take that off here in just a minute. Ooh, pretty. That screams fall, doesn't it? Excuse me. Aren't you also glad that I can't cough on you through the phone? That also should be a good thing, right? So I think the next one I'm going, oh, if y'all could have seen that strip came off and stuck to the leg of my little tripod. It stuck right on there. This thing did. Like, I don't want to go on your finger. I think the next video I'm going to be doing is for the lab, which is going to be, it's going to be a Halloween Betty, but it's also going to be kind of CSI based, so it's not going to be like boring. It should be for those of us who like anything, you know, like CSI based, you know, blood splatter and all that kind of good gory stuff. Not too gory, I mean, not too bad, but it should be fun. And then it'll also be themed for the lab, of course, but it's kind of like a lab, you know, like a CSI lab. But oh man, that's pretty. That's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to start with my finger. This is how I do it, y'all. Do you? But I will go back with the nippers, and I was filing. It works okay to file. I just like to come in underneath and not take it all off at the end there, and then I'll go back and look later and see what I have hanging over, like a really right here. I've got some glitter hanging over, so I'm just gonna turn that under. See that one right here? This one right here is the one that we said we do. I knew I was gonna have to do something with. See if I can get my eyes up here working enough so I can see it. It's very hard to see from the underneath. I don't want to nip my nail. If I can do it without, I can't do anything without and talk at the same time. Let's see. I think I got it. All right. This one doesn't have as many. There's just a few of those really big chunky glitters that would just happen to be right out there on the end. So I've been listening to some good audible, well, not audible, some good audiobooks. I've been listening to them through Libby. I do have an Audible account now, but you know, you only get 1 credit a month, the way that mine is set up. So I have to save those for like the really, really good books that I want to listen to, that are new bestsellers that are just out. So next month I'm going to listen to Where the Crawdads Sing. I've been listening to this, oh gosh, it's pretty, this series that's by, some of them are by just Ellery Adams, and some of them are by Ellery Adams and Parker Riggs, but they're all like, I want to say that, what is the first one called? Some of them are called like A Killer Keepsake, different names like that. They're all based on this, they have the continuing characters through them, and I like that. I think there's 9 of them all together. and you can look them up like that. She's like a antiques writer for an antiques magazine, and she's like a sleuth on the side, and it's so good. Like, I've really enjoyed them, and they're all like around about they average between 7 to 9 hour listen, so they're not real long. And so far, at first I thought they weren't all on Libby, but I think that they actually are. So, and plus if you live in some of the larger towns, then they should probably all be on Libby for some of y'all that live in bigger towns. Because like I said, some of them are just by Ellery Adams, and then some of them are by Ellery Adams and Parker Riggs. So that's why I thought, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to listen to all of them. And I've listened to them out of order, and it really doesn't make any difference, except you end up realizing who she marries and that kind of stuff. But you know, it's not that big a deal. So I'm going back and actually listen to the first book right now. So I'm listening to. So, oh, this is really pretty. This is really pretty. If this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. This is just fall all over. Fall, fall, fall. And this set is going on so nice. And it's from 2019, y'all. 2019. Just been sitting in this little box over there waiting for somebody to pull it out and say, hey, I'm pretty. How about putting me on your fingers today? I was like, okay, it's your day today. Oh, dang it. All right, Ray. Look there. What I did again. I'm not going to be able to go all the way back on this one because I didn't come out to the end of my nail. Top coat all these anyway. So I'll smash all of it together. All right. Here I am bragging on this little strip, and then it just breaks on me. Oh, goodness. It's just fortitude is not what it once was, I guess. I've got a couple of sets over there that I would love to wear, but I just do not have the heart to open them. I'm like, oh, I just don't think I can open them. I just don't. I only have one. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. And they're old, like really old. I'm like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. It'd be really hard to open them. So I've got to clean up all this junk here, but I usually just let it hang out there for a while. Oh, that is pretty. Guys, I also think I'm not going to hate... I'm not going to have y'all hang around forever. It's not like I'm not going to hate you all. No, I'm not going to hate you all. No. Good. Oh, ooh, see there? Look at that. Something with these older strips is they are very, very fragile. They want to start to come off on their own direction down when you start to take them off there. So let's see if we could get this one going off, and I'll use the other end of it. If it will come off. It still came off a little bit. Okay. This one I need to be gentle with. Gentle. If I know the word, the meaning of the word. I'm not going to be mean to it. Let's put it on there and smash it down this time. I really don't like to do that though. See how I got buckles over here? That's from just putting it on there and smashing it down. No stretchy. Doesn't get buckles. So let's see if I can stretch it a little bit this way. Pull it out here. Sorry, I don't have my bracelet tamed down today, guys. Take that off there. Be gentle. My oldest, who's our special girl, is on a field trip today to the zoo, which is like 100 miles away. Her mom's about to have a conniption. She's not ever let her go anywhere like that, especially like without her being with her. So she's having a blast. So her teacher's been sending her videos and pictures all day. And the last one, though, she looked tired. She was at the bear exhibit, and she looked like a little grumpy bear herself. So I'd say that she will sleep on the way home. They're not supposed to be home till like 5:30 or something like that. So she's had a full day. She will be ready for bed by, this one also is going to try to do the same thing. I'm sure she'll be ready for bed by the time she gets home and eats. And then she'll be ready for her mom to hook her up. Oh, she's tube fed, so that's what I mean by hook her up. It's like, I don't mean hook her up. Yeah, I mean like she has a little button, so she can eat, but she just can't eat enough to sustain herself. So she's a little button. So she gets milk every night, and so when her mom comes in with that like 12 syringes of her medicine, she just gets so happy. She knows that she's going to bed. She's one of those few kids that gets really excited about the whole, like, I get to go to bed now thing. So she loves the whole idea of getting to go to bed. So I need to fix this back here. A little crooked. That's okay. It's never a big deal, guys. All it takes is a little cuticle stick. I think the cold medicine is like affecting my cognitive thoughts. So when you get to the end here, for all my folks and peeps that are like, probably shouldn't be listening to me today, actually, taking advice on how to do this. And you get to the second thumb, and you don't want to mess up the other thumb you just did. You can use this thing. You can actually turn it around and use this end too. You can use an orange stick. You can use this if you want, whichever is your pleasure. And on those glitters, when I use the cuticle nippers, if you've got just fingernail clippers, that's fine too. You can use those. Just something to clip it. Don't try to pull it, or it'll pull up and cause it to chip on your nail. So just by doing this, you just scoring it off, it should just pull right off. And then back here at the back, so there's some under here. Back here is where I was saying it's no big deal. You can just come back here. It's just a tiny bit. Sometimes you can actually push it. I just push my cuticles back, and sometimes if your cuticle or your skin fold back here is still flexible. I've got a lot of hangnails and stuff and dry skin, but I didn't put lotion on before I do my nails because, you know, you don't want oil on your hands and stuff when you're putting these on. Sometimes you can just push that back, and that went just right down in there. So that's what all that cuticle oil and stuff is every night. If you do it every night and stuff, a little piece of it came off. It really helps. Ooh wee, that's pretty, guys. I like these. Oh wow. I'm gonna stand up. Oh, my chair squeaks. Oh my gosh, those are beautiful. I love them. They don't need any extras. They're gorgeous, and I'm loving that pop of orange in the center. Wow, so good, y'all. So good. Harvest Blooms. They need to bring that back to us for a little bit. Definitely. So thank you all for hanging out with me. 24 minutes. Wow, that's got to be some sort of record for me. So I'm going to go in here and try out this Yeti cup, y'all. And y'all be thinking about, if I do get to 100, I may do a live. Think about what y'all want to see. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. If you haven't subscribed, do. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thanks. See you later. Bye-bye.